Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays for you today. We got 2 plays in the World Cup and we got 1 play in esports because I absolutely cook on esports. It's my #1 thing. We're gonna get into all that, but first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. And look what we got over here. If you get 20 likes, I get a bonus pick in tomorrow's video. 40 likes equals 2 bonus picks. And if you guys get to 60 likes, everybody's gonna get free VIP as a giveaway. So make sure you guys lock in, hit that like button, and now let's go into the plays, or actually the recap for the day before, guys. The recap, it's the most important thing I do in the entire video. And the reason why that is because I wanna show you guys that I'm 100% transparent. Every single play that I send, I show you guys. Every single play ends up here as one of these numbers, and let's talk about what happened. So on the free picks, we didn't actually have a YouTube video, but on the free picks, we went 3 and 3. This was on Waking Cash that I sent out on the Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, join up in the Discord. The link is in the description or the pinned comment as well. Like 5x play, we just cashed out on esports. These are esports, which is betting on video games. And if you guys don't know, that is by far and away my #1 specialty. Most people online giving away picks don't really have a specialty. They just say, you know, take this NBA pick because they feel like they watch the NBA and they know some ball. Bro, I specialize in esports because I research this stuff and we make a crap ton of money on it. Now, let's talk about the rest of the stuff. On the VIP recap, sent out 10 PrizePicks slips. 2 of them cashed out. One of them was this one, which was 2 esports duos correlated. Here we're taking 2 guys on the same team on the under, basically saying if this team does not have a good game, they will both push on the under together. It's a correlated duo. And the same thing in here, we said 2 guys on the same team on the under, and they did not have a good game at all. They lost both of their games, and they went ahead and both pushed on the under. Now, we had a couple more plays because 2 cashes, right? So this was the other one I sent out with the Cesar discount. Easy cash on that one, obviously. And then, what is it again, guys? Y'all know exactly what it is. It's correlation. Correlation is taking 2 guys to basically push over together or push under together, or basically just push in the same direction, and their outcomes are tied together, right? So in this case, we took a quarterback, which is Zach Calaros, to go on the over. We basically said they're going to pass the ball a ton. Maybe they're going to be down. Maybe they're going to have to pass the ball a lot. And they did. And as a result, one of their better receivers, Nick Dembski, went on the over on his receptions. It was really unfortunate because everybody hit the over on receptions. He only pushed. But at the end of the day, green is green. We cashed this one out too. And then we still have 3 alive. This is a half green slip. This is another half green slip. And this is another half green slip. You guys are noticing what's happening here. We're taking duos on the same team. Oftentimes on the under. Actually, I'm looking at it now. Almost every single play here is on the under because we love unders. Unders are absolutely making a ton of money. But we took these guys on the same team as a duo on the under. If their team did bad, which is exactly what happened, they'll both go on the under together. Here we took 2 guys in the Czechia team, actually in the late night game in the World Cup yesterday night, on the under on passes attempted. If that team didn't possess the ball very much, which they ended up not possessing the ball very much, Korea possessed the ball way more, then they're both going to push on the under together, which is exactly what happened, and the exact same thing that's happening here. Now, we only profited 3.25 units so far, but if just one of these 3 comes through, this is going to be a 10 plus unit day easily. And if 2 of these or more comes through, it'll be absolutely huge because these are paying us out around 8.5 to 9.5x. Some of them are 10x, but most of them are not because of some correlation bumps. But at the end of the day, it's still very, very valuable. And guys, we make a ton of money on the VIP. So, and that's not it, by the way, guys. I started a little bit of a World Cup challenge that I ran out. All these plays are going to get sent out to the VIP, but we sent out 2 picks so far. There was only 2 World Cup games yesterday, and the World Cup just kicked off yesterday. I sent out a World Cup challenge. Basically, I said I loaded up my Kalshi account with $2,500, and we're going to try to push that $2,500 all the way to $5,000 by the end of the World Cup. So a little double up, $2,500 does not sound too bad watching some soccer. And we cashed out our first 2 picks with Mexico over 1.5 goals. They ended up scoring 2. And then this entire game over 1.5 goals, there ended up being 3 goals total in that game. Lovely, lovely stuff. And by the way, guys, all of this is being sent out of the VIP. And I'm just as transparent with the VIP as into you guys. I'm sending out every single recap every single night. And I'm sending you guys Kalshi World Cup Challenge, sending you guys these picks. PrizePicks, sending you guys picks. Underdog, I'm sending you guys picks. If you're not on the VIP yet, lock in, but at least join up on the Discord for free. I send out plays here every single day. Sent out a few plays. This was actually a horrible play, unfortunately. My bad if you guys tell that one. But we cashed out a 5x here on the Discord. There is just so much value that I'm giving you guys that is not in this YouTube video. Like, I'm sending you guys as much stuff as I can in the 5 to 10 minutes that I'm on YouTube recording the video for you guys. But if you guys are in the community, in the Discord, then I'm gonna be able to send you way more picks as well. So that's gonna be the first link in the pinned comment. It's 100% free to get in the Discord, and then it is not free to get in the VIP. But good news for those of you guys watching this video, I've just opened up a couple more slots on my VIP for the best discount I have ever run in my entire career giving out picks. This is genuinely ridiculous. And the reason I'm doing this is because the World Cup's on, man. The World Cup's the biggest sporting event we've had in the entire world, and it's bigger than ever. So we better do a big discount. If you guys go over to the VIP Premium Month Pass and you use code WC, stands for World Cup, obviously, you can get in the VIP for $27 for the month. $27. This is usually $147. You are getting a whole $120 discount. That's more than some of you guys have been having PrizePicks right now. That is a huge discount that you guys can go ahead and lock in on the VIP for 27 bucks. That is less than $1 a day to get in on the VIP. There is no reason not to be in here. You guys absolutely should be locking in on this, and there's not that many slots left. I think there's only like 5 slots remaining, so make sure you guys lock in. Use code WC on the winnable to get in at this price. And by the way, guys, this is the winnable. It's winnable.com/BAM, and you guys can go ahead and lock in over here. That'll also be in the pinned comment of the video. Now let's talk about the picks for today, man, because we've got some good ones today. We're going to start it off with the World Cup picks. We got 2 World Cup picks, like I said, and then 1 esports pick. We're going to build out a 3-man for you guys. We're starting off with the World Cup. We're going over to passes attempted because you guys know what we're about to do. We're about to take a correlated duo. We're starting it off with Christian Pulisic on the over here. Pulisic, say it the way you will. I've been saying Pulisic for a while now. I think I'm going to stick with that, but some people say Pulisic. Anyways, we're taking Pulisic on the over, and we're taking Robinson on the over here too. Anthony Robinson is actually a very, very elite player. Super underrated, by the way, for this USA team. But anyways, the reason we're taking these guys on the overs together is because we expect them to dominate possession. Now, I'm going to use this example. I'm going to explain exactly what we're doing here by using the example of what happened last night. When I took these guys on the overs together, or on the unders together, it was Krejci and Kufal on the unders together on passes attempted. We took these 2 guys on the same team on the unders together because we expected them to not have the ball very much. If you don't have the ball very much in soccer, you're not going to get many passes attempted, right? That's super, super obvious, super easy to understand. And in this case, what happened was Czechia did not have the ball very much. We can see right here, this is the team, Czechia, that Kufal and Krejci were playing for yesterday. They only had 38% of possession, whereas Korea had 62% of possession. In addition to that, these guys don't actually play that close to each other, but this guy does drift over quite a bit. This is Kufal right here, and this is Krejci right here in the bottom left. So I suppose it would be better if they play closer together on the field. But at the end of the day, if the entire team doesn't have much possession, almost everybody on the team isn't going to hit their passing line, right? This is a very, very basic thing to understand, right? If you don't have a lot of the ball, you're not going to get passes, right? And in this case, we're taking the exact opposite for the U.S. men's national team tonight. We expect the USA team to actually control the ball quite a bit, just like Korea did in this case. And we expect them to control the ball quite a bit, and as a result, they will go on the overs on their passes attempted. And if I just show you guys a recent friendly that these guys just played, USA and Germany, you can see that Robinson and Pulisic are very, very close together on the field. And oftentimes, this is honestly, this is a little bit of a misleading diagram here because McKennie and Adams drift in a little bit more, and then Pulisic kind of drops back, leaving Tillman and Balogun as the top 2. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit into depth here, but I do like soccer a ton. I'm not really a soccer casual. It is one of my favorite sports. I do like playing soccer too. But Pulisic is by far and away the best player the USA has, right? Like just straight up. Everybody knows that, right? He's their most, well, McKennie's pretty good too, but he's their most active creator, which means he's going to drop back and try to receive the ball from the defense quite a bit and then dribble forward and make plays, right? He's basically like, I hate giving this kind of example, but he's kind of like the quarterback. Even though there's not much quarterback in soccer, he's kind of like that guy. He is the initiator, right? He's the creativity that comes to that squad. He's the maestro. So I expect Pulisic to get a lot of passes in, especially if USA has the ball. And this is the key thing, guys. We're not just taking 2 random players that have nothing to do with each other. We're taking 2 players, and PrizePicks thinks we're taking a 2-man. This is actually just 1 pick, right? PrizePicks thinks we need Pulisic to hit on the over and Robinson to hit on the over. But I know, and you guys know too, we don't actually need that. All we need is for one thing to happen, and that is for USA to dominate possession. If USA has possession a lot, Pulisic will cash, and automatically Robinson will cash too, because we're getting 2 for the price of 1. All we need is for USA to control the ball, and these guys will both likely cash. And this is exactly what we're doing, by the way, in esports, right? All we need is for G2 to do bad, and both these guys will go in the under. All we need is for VKS to do bad, and both these guys will go in the under. All we need is for Cyber Show to beat this team, and both these guys will go on the under, right? It's the exact same thing. We're taking 4-man plays. That's what PrizePicks thinks. We're actually just taking 2-man plays, right? We're taking one team to do bad, one team to do bad. In this case, we're taking USA to dominate possession, and we're going to take a couple other things. But we're only running with a 3-man today. I'm not going to go for a full 4-man because I want to drop this pick in as a solo, and we're going to go over to CS2, and hopefully you're watching this before 12:30 p.m. Eastern, because we're taking Luchov on the under here at 26 map 1 through 2 kills. If you guys are watching this video and this play, and you're watching this in the afternoon, say this play is already gone, join up in the Discord. There will be replacement plays posted in there that will go live later Friday night. But I absolutely love this pick, and since I'm posting this at like 1 a.m. the night before, hopefully a lot of you guys are able to lock in before it ends up starting. Now let's talk about Luchov right here. He's on the team called 9Z, and they're going up against Team Vitality. This is esports, by the way. This is video games. We're betting on a video game called Counterstrike, which is CS2. And in this case, the only thing you need to know in Counterstrike is the race to 13 round wins. If like they're going to play 2 maps, map 1, map 2, and the first team to get to 13 round wins wins the map, and they move on. So it could be a super quick map, whereas 13-1, 13-2, one team just really cooks the other team, or it could be a long drawn out map where it's like 13-10, 13-11, maybe even 12-12, and then they go into overtime. Bottom line is, if the two teams are evenly matched, it will be a long game, and then there will be more opportunities for kills. If the two teams are not evenly matched, Team A is just going to cook Team B, and it's going to be a very, very quick game, and likely the guys on Team A and the guys on Team B will hit the unders because it's a very length-based game. When one team is way better than the other team, they just don't play very many rounds. And in this case, Luchov's team, 9Z, is way, way worse than Vitality. Vitality are the dynasty. They are literally like the Jordan's Bulls out there. They are ridiculously solid, right? They win so much, and it doesn't look difficult for them, right? And 9Z, in this case, they're not bad, but they're like a top 25 team, whereas Vitality is literally the best team to ever touch the game, right? So Vitality's going to win this, and it's not going to be close. You can even see in the odds, Vitality's minus 263 to 2-0 them, which means there's 61% chance that they just don't lose a map. There's 61% chance to go 2-0. And in this case, when Luchov loses both maps, we can see when Luchov loses both maps, he typically goes on the under. But if we look at this, when Luchov loses both maps, and it's a blowout, meaning Vitality or the other team just cooks them, then he's going on the under at a ridiculously low rate. So this is a super profitable play for Luchov. You can even see, recently, these two teams played, not that recently, but like in March. And what happened was Vitality beat 9Z 13-3 in map 1. Then in map 2, they beat 9Z 13-5. It was not close. And in this game, map 1, Luchov only had 3 kills, and then map 2 only had 10 kills. And his line tonight, let me remind you, is 26 kills. He literally got half of that the last time these two teams played under these conditions. So I like Luchov on the under here, and that's going to be play number 3. We're going to build up this 3-man, and please, for the love of God, take this as a power play. Do not take it as a flex play. Flex plays on PrizePicks suck, especially if you're taking 3-mans. Flex plays 3-mans are bad. 5-man, 6-mans, 4-mans, they're okay. But 3-mans on PrizePicks as a flex play is horrible. Take it as a power play. It's going to pay at 5x, and hopefully we can cash this out. Like I said before, man, PrizePicks thinks we're taking 3 things to happen. We just need 2 things to happen. In this case, we need USA to dominate possession, and then we need Vitality to absolutely cook 9Z, which is very, very possible. So that's all I got for this one. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Drop a comment down below if none of this made sense, because we did go into strategy. More strategy than most YouTubers go into, by the way. No shade, but I see a lot of people going on YouTube and just saying he's hitting 4 straight games, so take the over. If that sounds like what you guys are listening to, you guys listen to that. But we broke down a lot of strategy. If it didn't make sense, drop a comment. I appreciate y'all watching the video. And let's make some money on the World Cup on Friday.